Hey guys, we just wanted to give you a heads up on some things that are coming down at Cornerstone right now. We're in the process of trying to figure out what do we do with the fact that at 10:30 we are overflowing almost every Sunday. We're not just overflowing, we're overflowing. So we've gone through, looked at 100 scenarios, and believe me, there are no good scenarios from here. But the one that makes the most sense, actually costs the least and causes the least pain church-wide, is for us to begin to start holding a new venue in the Student Ministries building at that 10:30 hour. It literally opens up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of seats for us, for people who are far from God and trying to figure out God, to be able to have a place to come sit in the auditorium and be able to experience what's going on at Cornerstone and just maybe discover God for the first time. Here's the downside of that fix, and that is that in student ministries, if you've got a junior higher and a senior higher, then those services that we offer for junior high and senior high get broken up, they get split, because junior high is going to be moving to 9 o'clock and senior high is at 11:55, which means those families that have a junior higher and senior higher have what appears at first glance to be a little bit of an inconvenience. Here's my challenge, here's the thing I want to ask you to consider as you navigate this moment. First off, guys, I think this is just a Christ-like moment. It's a moment that says, hey, I as a believer am willing to experience a little bit of inconvenience on my part so that people who don't know my Jesus have a chance to know my Jesus. So I'm just thinking this is exactly what Christ would do in this moment. The other is, guys, how thrilling is it that you've got a junior high student and a senior high student who want to be involved in student ministries. That's actually a good thing. So let me tell you how we're encouraging families to think about and maybe navigate this moment. I believe this is the perfect opportunity for you and your family to experience 3-to-Be. If you remember in 3-to-Be, we say, hey, we want everybody who's part of Cornerstone to worship an hour, to grow an hour, and to serve an hour. So here's what we think can happen with this. Your junior high student can go to 9 o'clock. You and your high school student can then decide at 9 o'clock to either go to one of our grow venues or go to one of our serve venues. Then at 10:30, you get to worship together as a family. How cool is that? Everybody in the auditorium or in the venue at the same time. And then as your high schooler goes at 11:55, now your junior high student and you get to either make up that other part of 3-to-Be. You either go to serve an hour or you go to grow an hour. So what that means is that on a Sunday morning, because you're there for 3 hours, you literally get to do all of 3-to-Be. Worship an hour, grow an hour, serve an hour. It's done for the entire week. But here's what we think. We think this is going to be an amazing family time because you are modeling this in front of your students. Your students are doing this with you. We just think it's going to pay off big time. So instead of thinking about, hey, it's a little bit it's inconvenient if you don't participate. But if you end up becoming a 3-to-Be family, this ends up being an amazing answer for you, and I think maybe even the healthiest season in the life of your students and in the life of your family. So just let me encourage you, start thinking now. The venue is going to be starting in just a few weeks. How does your family take full advantage of this, and how does your family become a 3-to-Be family?